Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk the Last Autumn. So we seem to have stabilized our economy a bit, which is rather nice. We have food coming on in, we have plenty of meals, which is nice. So we're not in any danger of starvation, which is a very nice change from the previous week. So yeah, we have some nice docks with some reloading stations, but I'm thinking we may try and go ahead and get another one. I think that's going to be really beneficial for us. Just get a few less workers working on this coal pile and maybe free some things up a bit. So let's go ahead and check our resources tab, and there we go. Reloading station. That should do nicely. That won't take too long to sort out. That'll give us 5 extra workers. That means we can either send them to the what is it? The sawmill, maybe the profiles manufacture facility. Just depends what we need. We've got a little bit of steel at this moment. We're still trying to get as much as possible. We need to realistically come up with a better way for our reloading station. We've got 130% efficiency at the moment, so we're getting 6.5 per hour. But with a grand total of 11.7 per hour, that's well, that's a little bit of a difference. So we're going to start working our way towards a full steel pile that we're not going to be able to get rid of it very quickly. We may potentially go ahead and cut down on some of those workers just so we are on par. I think that is a plausible way of doing things, but for now it's just going to have to be what it is. But actually, you know what? No, it doesn't. That's 11.7. This is 6.5. Yeah, let's reduce this. So what was that? Down to 7. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, half a steel extra per hour. That's an acceptable amount, and that gives us a couple of extra workers. So let's see, where have we got? What do we do? Do we work on a little bit of extra sawmill efficiency, kind of open up the area a little bit better? Although I think this one's probably going to be more important right now. Let's go ahead and send on in, yeah, up to the maximum. And yeah, those workers can keep on building that unloading station. If we can get a strong enough supply of coal, we can switch this over to steel as well and see about that. That's probably a fairly reasonable task. We have 2 extra people sitting around. Where do we want to go? Meals aren't too important. We can make, what's that? 156 meals per day. That's more than what we need. That is fine. Let's send... Actually, hang on a second. If we reduce this by 1, yeah, that's not quite enough. 2 is the minimum, and I guess we'll send everybody else over there. That should be fine. Do we have many sick patients at the moment? Yeah, we have 5 workers. That's going to impact a little bit of our efficiency, but I think we'll be okay. They're probably, yeah, manufacturing. Yeah, that's yeah, they're there, so that's not too bad. Now, we do have to go ahead and sign in a new safety law within the next 2 days, which isn't going to be too hard. In a couple of hours, we should have access to that. I think that should be good. We're going to try and make sure that this is as safe as possible. Just secure up our manpower, and we'll see how we do. Now, what's going on here? Have we... we've run out. Okay, so do we produce 1 more? We already have 7. We need to build 1 more. We are 2 days ahead of schedule at this stage, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily... You know what? Hang on a second. It's almost end of day. Oh, and we're not going to get this technology finished, are we?
Folks,
Oh,
enough work for today.
turns out they did have a little bit of extra work for us. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and... Wait a second, what does that leave to construction? Another forager's quarters? Oh, okay, so we can't double up. We only... Yeah, we need to make separate buildings. Okay, so that'll take away 15 workers. We will gain 17 soon. Okay, so if that's the case, I think we will need to work on that, but let's see what else is possible. So we have finer mesh. That's going to help us with our efficiency of fishing by 10%. How much do we produce roughly per day? You know, let's check our metrics. Raw food processing. Food processing. So fishing harbor, that's 58 per day. An extra 10%, that's an extra 5, which turns into an extra 5 meals. That's not terrible. That's not too terrible. It'll certainly be necessary as we increase in population, so there is that option. Medical post upgrade, that also isn't a bad idea. Get people back to work a bit quicker. Then what have we got? Upgraded docks. I think the steam reloading station would be more important than a better dock. Yeah, oh, wait a second. Allows us to build upgraded docks and unload resources from shipments faster, forming 2 even piles. Ah. Okay, maybe that means we can collect from multiple piles all at once. Okay. And then what else have we got? Efficient gathering. So this will help us... Yeah, resource from... organization. Thanks to the advanced workplace organization, resources from piles of coal, wood, and steel will be gathered 10% faster. Okay, are we actively taking from those piles? I don't think we do. I think having the... what do we call it? The loading station changes things for us. Yeah, so we can't do that. Otherwise, we would be able to go over to our resources and use a gathering post and collect from the pile. But I guess that is just not going to happen. So then... Yeah, reloading station. People work here. Gather resources. Well, it does say gathering, so maybe that does give us an increase. That's not the craziest. Maybe the reloading station is like a glorified version of the gathering depot, the resource. And then reloading, yeah, 10% more efficient for the docks. We don't need that at this stage either. So you know what? I question whether we go optimize materials, save us a little bit of extra timber, or whether we... Oh, we need 100 timber for this. Okay, so we can't do mechanical calculators next, but I think that is what we're going to go for, just so we can take the upgrade to the steam reloading station. So let's go ahead and pick up the... Oh, wait a second. Faster reloading. And that's a reloading station. But that says docks will be 10% more efficient. Oh man, that's a little bit of a pickle. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and take the faster reloading. Yeah, we're going to go with the faster reloading. Even if that is potentially the better one, I don't know if it's applicable. So we might as well go for something that we know will have a beneficial impact at some point. Yeah, we could have also possibly gone for the food. Either one wouldn't have been a bad call, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Alright, so let's see. What else can we construct at this moment? We can make another forager's quarters, which I think we will. Let's go ahead and see where we can squeeze one of those buildings into. We could go ahead and make that go around. Yeah, that's not the best idea. Maybe we just go ahead and pop that there. We've already got the road most of the way there, so that's not going to be a huge issue. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop that there. And then... Well, it doesn't say that it's not connected to a road, so you know what? We'll see if that pops up as an issue, and then we'll switch that around. Also, too, I think, if anything, we'll probably end up taking some workers from the profiles manufacturer. See that they become some of our hunters and gatherers, or maybe we even cut down a little bit here. Actually, you know what? No, we'll leave those. 11 workers. We can send them over there when that's finished, but we do want to clean up that little section. And then, what else have we got? Yeah, we have 10 at this sawmill there. Okay, so I think we should be fairly all right. And yes, we can. Oh, we need more timber. Okay, so you know what? We'll just let things stay where they are for now. Let's go ahead and sign a book of laws. Need to go to labor for our safety, so we need to do something to improve the safety of our little project here. We could go with a short shift, shorten the work day, so we'll lose 2 hours, but that increases safety by 1 and motivation will rise. I do like having a solid base of motivation. We also have safety procedures, which lowers efficiency by 25%, but I think we counted out the hours, and so the difference between 10 and 8 hours, it's a 20% decrease, whereas this is 25%. So this short shift is probably more beneficial. And then, that being said though, we could also, if we have high motivation, that might actually end up being just as good. And then of course there is the options for 2 shifts and extended shifts, but it's going to be one of these. Now this leads us to after hours equipment maintenance. That could be beneficial, and then so could also work standardization. I think we're going to go ahead and pick the short shift just for now. That also means that people are going to have a little bit more time on their hands to build and do things like that. So that's what we're running with. Let's go ahead and sign that into law. Okay. First safety law has been signed and motivation rises just as promised. Now let's see, work standardization. Workplaces will be 10% more efficient during short shifts. Hang on a second. Using short shifts will cause a little discontent and discontent will rise. Okay, so work standardization. People working on short shifts are well rested. If we plan their work carefully, we can use their full potential. Okay, so this is just a little bit more... What is this? This is the healthier version of micromanagement, where we can do things a little bit better, but of course that does rub people the wrong way. But you know what? That is a choice that we can do here and there, so I'm not too concerned. Let's see about... a second. 8 till 16 or 8 till 18. Let's go ahead and chuck that on the short shift. There we are. That is... Oh, safe rating. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't think I noticed that before. Okay, so this is unhealthy, low risk of falling ill, and now it is safe to work here. Okay, so have we got any other buildings that have this issue? Not at this stage. It looks like that it's only for the profiles and things like that. Okay. Well, either way, we'll let that go by. Yeah, maxed out on motivation. That is fantastic. Any little bit of efficiency boost is quite nice. About a day to get those people a little bit better. We should... You know what? We're going to go ahead and take 2 engineers from the public house. We'll decrease this sawmill by 2, and we will send them over here. And we'll see about getting those people back to work a bit quicker. Yeah, getting that up to 130%. That's going to kick off a fair few hours there. That is quite nice to see that change. Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that we're staying on top of the illness there. Yeah, having 5 people being ill is the maximum that we can currently handle, so best they get a little healthier. Now, what else have we got? We have 8 hours until our next arrival. That's fine. We should have... Okay, we can do an evening service at the beginning of tomorrow. That's a-okay. We'll get to that. But I think we are good for now. Yeah, we just got to figure out how we can get some more steel. So I am thinking that with this being our only bathhouse, we have a pretty good position as far as that's concerned. If we can go maybe one more day of getting some coal, we might switch over and see about switching that to steel, just so we can keep up, or maybe even timber, depending on what our needs require. But you know what? We probably don't need this many people in this building, so let's cut that down. What was it? I think it was down to 6. Yeah, the ratios are normally fairly similar, so I'm going to go with 6 there. And then we're going to go ahead and send them to here. And yeah, we'll finish up with that job as quickly as possible. We do also need that sawmill upgrade, so we get the extra range. That should hit the last of those trees and give us a little bit more room to work with in this sector. So we're not going to dismantle it, we're just going to leave it there for once it is empty. Alright, well, back to work, everybody.
Get up, people. There's work to be done.
Let's see, we're still about a day ahead of schedule. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, as long as we're not falling behind, I don't think we'll get in trouble from the bosses. They did say that there are two other facilities trying to get things done, so yeah, we do need to be somewhat careful. Now, let's just quickly do the math here. We're taking 28 per hour from the reloading station, so that's just under 10 hours worth of work. I think we're going to switch this out as of tomorrow. So maybe at... Wait a second, that's, yeah, that's 28, and that's 23. We'll give this another hour, maybe another 2. So by midday, we'll stop sending our workers here. Oh, and it looks like these workers are finished there. So let's go ahead and send them there. And you know what? We need a couple of people available to do a little bit of foraging for us. So let's go ahead and set up a new group, create a new team of foragers, and we're going to send you out to these hunting grounds. That's going to take 15 hours. Our other group that's over here, they'll be here for another 3 days, sending us back food, which isn't too bad. But again, we do need to make sure that we have a solid, consistent consistent input of food. Otherwise, we could find ourselves in some trouble. All right, so let's see. It's about 11 o'clock. Let's see. That's yeah, maybe what? 28.3. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be done for the day. So let's go ahead and call back all of these people. We can cut that down to a nothing. Yeah, so that's inoperative. That'll be a-okay, I think. Let's go ahead and send a couple of people over here. Let's make sure that we send... oh, well, we get a profile being produced. We still have this sawmill making a fair decent amount of timber for us per day, so that won't be too bad. And then, yeah, we still need that fishing as well. So I think we're really stuck on a little bit of technology from improving our situation drastically. I think moving up that tech tree could be rather good for us. We do also need to start building, setting up the shaft structure. I'm not sure exactly how that goes, but I'm assuming that's probably because we need to have the 8th structural profile built first. Alright, well either way, here comes 17 workers and a new steam core. Hip hip huzzah. Let's go... what do we want to send you? Well, we can't use that anymore. We'll fill the vacancies there. No one's going to get sick there, so we may as well. And then if we're about to switch over from coal, maybe we go... maybe we do switch this to timber. We do earn, I think it was 16 per hour as opposed to the 10. And that was before the 13% efficiency boost. Yeah, that could be worthwhile, but we'll do, again, we'll set that up overnight. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and send people to this coal pile. They can start collecting some of the stuff there. They'll be warm, they won't get sick, and we'll at least increase our stockpiles in the meantime. Alright, so set up the shaft structure. How do we do this? It's not in tech, not in resources. The generator, there we go. Okay, so 8 structural profiles, and then we need... well, that's about it. So let's go ahead and set that up. And, oh wow, that's few workers. Okay, we're out of profiles. Rightio. Well, you know what? I take that back. Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, you know what? Oh, that's really bad. Okay, We're definitely kicking you to upper level. Okay, we definitely need to pass a couple more laws. At least we can do that in 4 more hours. I don't think I really want to send people into a harmful situation. Moderate risk of falling ill. We're still 2 days ahead of schedule, so you know what? Yeah, we're going to use our manpower safely. I don't want us to have to deal with any funerals. I know we've already signed some things into law about dealing with all of that, but I would rather not have any deaths if we could avoid it. That would be, yeah, rather bad. Alright, and you know what? We're not actually going to have enough timber for tonight. We can't get up to that 100 to move up another level. So I guess what we're going to do is, what are we going to do? Yeah, you're producing as much as we can. Steel is still steadily increasing, but again, nothing too crazy. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a pickle. Alright, faster reloading. That's good. Let's see, what does that bring us up to? You know what? We'll figure that out in a second. Let's go for our tech. Okay, efficient gathering. We don't have the timber. Actually, we don't have the timber for most of these things. We could go for the sawmill upgrade. Extra 25% is not bad at all, and then that'll open up the range. That is nice and cheap and takes a fair bit less time. Or we go for the finer mesh for more food. You know what? For now, I think what we're going to go for is the each use will, hang on a second. Protective structures. Installing lightweight protective structures across the workplace will temporarily reduce the number of injuries caused by falls and blunt trauma. Each use will improve workplace safety by 1 level for 24 hours at the cost of 6 structural profiles. Okay, so that's a nice idea, but we do not have enough to make that happen. We might be able to move to safety improvements as well. That could be potentially a good thing. Either the building gets better and we don't have to use the short shift, or else what else have we got? This would start, yeah, improve safety across the construction site by 25 coal per hour. Okay, we're gonna need to do things, and then these are steam exchanges. Okay, so I think what we do is we're gonna go for the, maybe we go for this, I think we go for the upgrade here, then we'll go for the mechanical calculators. We can then pick up the steam reloading station and start fixing up maybe even a new dock as well. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So let's see, what could we do? If we go ahead and set up a new basic dock, we could do that over here. The good thing is we don't need to have a path connecting all of these, so that is manpower that we could do with. But again, do we really want to call in, what's that, another 16 workers? Yeah, 16 workers is a lot, and we still need to get to work on that as well. But again, we need to make sure our economy is up and running. Yeah, so you know what? Oh, we have 16 homeless? Oh. Oh, horses, I thought we had that sorted out at the last episode. I guess we did not. Whoopsie daisies. Well, let's go ahead and we'll pop that in there. That's adjacent to both. And then, oh, you know what? I guess we'll go here as well. Yeah, it looks like it's got about a range of 2 and a bit. So we could possibly put one up over there, and we'll spread out our housing over there. We do need to, of course, set up a road. 2 wood is better than 3. Save our resources. And, of course, deals with our motivation issues there. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep time up and rolling. Yeah, we'll see how much timber we have. We may need to continue building a couple more profiles if possible. In fact, you know what? I'm trying to figure out what we want to do with these workers. If we're not going to be building profiles, we don't need our people there. We need to be a little bit more efficient. Maybe we just go ahead and set up the docks. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna give it, oh, what's that? 3 more hours. How much do we produce per hour? And not enough. Okay, we're only making 103 per day, so we do need to be careful there. We won't finish this technology for a little while. Yeah, we actually, you know what? Depending, we may even be able to squeeze that before the end of shift. Oh no, we're going to be an hour out. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and check out our book of laws. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to, oh, we should check out what are these company funerals. Sending bodies to London will increase motivation more, and preparing bodies for transport will cost steel instead of wood. Wow. Okay, but again, good for motivation. We're not going to deal with the cocaine pills. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, low risk of death by overdose. We don't want deaths if we can avoid it, and we don't have the discontent. So we're going to head over to our labor law, and I think what we'll do is start taking safety procedures. This will impact efficiency by 25%, but if it keeps things safer and it doesn't increase discontent, that's not a bad thing for us. So we'll go ahead and sign that into law. And how does that look? Safety procedures are off. Toggle that on. That brings us to a -1, so a low risk of falling ill. Okay, well that's not too bad. That is fairly reasonable. Yeah, well we can't do the shift for today. We're going to, yeah, that's not going to quite pan out, but that's okay. I think we're going to go ahead and get... Yeah, we're going to switch this over to a dock. Sorry, not switch it over to a dock. We're going to switch it over to a wood pile, I dare say. Yeah, that's going to be important. The coal that we have is enough for about a week's worth. That's definitely what's worth doing. We'll do this now. We'll use the nighttime to switch over there for our resources. And then we're also going to go ahead and we have 52 timber. So we will build ourselves a new basic dock. Wait a second. Yeah, we're going to build a new one over here. And then we're also going to build a reloading station. Oh, that will destroy resources? Well, you know what? We'll just leave that there for now. If that's, this is our tertiary one, just in case we need some extra stuff. We can throw some manpower over there without having to change things around too much around here. So let's go ahead and we're going to recall 6 of you. We're going to send them to the dock, and that should be about fine. What have we got? Switching to a new resource, that's fine. You know what? Maybe we'll send that to 7 just in case. Yeah, this is still maxed on out. That'll be fine. We are working on that sawmill upgrade, so again, that's not going to get any efficiency boosts at this stage. Actually, let's just double check. What are our dock efficiency levels? It's okay. I was hoping they were going to show us a breakdown for the tech that we picked up, but I guess not. So it is what it is. All right. Well, either way, we don't have to deal with the homelessness. People are fairly happy about that. People are still mostly within the range of that bathhouse, which I'm very happy to see. In fact, what we could do, we could build a new sawmill all the way out over here. We would lose a little bit of... ooh. Invalid placement location. Okay, so you know what? Maybe we get rid of one of those houses temporarily, and we shuffle it down over there, but we put in a new sawmill up over here. Again, we don't want to be... Oh, never mind. We could build that out there. You know what? That should be good enough for now. After we get the range upgrades, that should be rather nice. So let's build that there. We'll try and get some people working on that. We're definitely going to stop gathering that coal. We'll send them over here. We have a couple of people that may not be as necessary over there. We'll definitely decrease our issues there. Let's see. Oh, foragers have made it to the next location. Alright, let's see what the hunting grounds have for us. Numerous animal tracks cover the gentle banks of the stream. Okay then. Explore. What do you have? The gentle banks of this swiftly flowing stream form a convenient watering place. We should set up camp here for some time to hunt animals coming for water. Okay, a new site has been discovered, a small waterfall. Fantastic. So we can set up camp, which does sound fairly good. We don't have anything else in this direction. So I suppose... yeah, you'll be here for another 3 days. To get there, yeah, that's only going to take you a little bit of time. We'll still be producing from there. So, you know what? Let's just set up our camp. That seems more than good. And then, yeah, we're going to get some extra food coming on in. That'll be how long? 4 days worth. Okay, so we found a pretty good location very early on. Yeah, it did take us a little while to find it, but at least that got us sorted for a bit. And we have plenty of room for our food rations. And so, yeah, we should be able to produce enough per day. Now, we could go ahead and call on in some more people. I'm not 100% sure whether that is going to be something that we can sustain. Again, we need to get better. We need to get some improvements to our docks if we're going to continue on feeding everybody. I think at this stage we're producing, yeah, an extra 50 per day, which isn't too bad. And we are serving up hearty meals. If necessary, we can always swing back to some standard meals, but we will see how things go, and I'll have a think about exactly what we want to do with our population in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan signing out.